Hey, it's Leland. So I've been going to this training, and it's been really good in some parts and then really brutal in some parts. Um, it's taught me a lot, good and bad, I think. And when I say bad, I mean, well, you can see my eyes are kind of puffy. I had a little incident this morning, crying because yesterday in gratitude class, we did a thing that was called who do you find the most attractive in the room, and who do you find the least attractive in the room? And just a little background, I was always like the most popular kid in my school, or one of the most, and I was a star athlete, a straight A student. This isn't bragging, I'm just setting the scene for you. And so I never really knew any kind of prejudice or any kind of bad treatment, and my childhood was really great, so I had no reason to, I just didn't have any bad memories or anything. So as we age, or as I'm aging, I'm of course losing my charmingly good looks as a youngster, and finding wrinkles and things, and getting heavier, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done is to age. And so I was in this class, and I felt like a black person in the middle of the Ku Klux Klan. It's the best way I know how to put it. I was the second amount of people, like the second person in the room that had the largest amount of people that came up to them and said, I find you the least attractive because of whatever. This was the exercise. You have to say, I find you the least attractive a person in the entire room of about 100 people. As you can already start to feel, it was pretty uncomfortable for me. Here's what I learned, because here's what people said to me mostly. I find you the least attractive. This was everything from a 19-year-old kid all the way up to a woman that must be 70. I find you the least attractive person in the room because what are you anyway? I find you the least attractive person in the room because I can't figure you out. I find you the least attractive person in the room because... And it just went on and on and on as their confusion mounted, person by person by person. And during the whole entire thing, I just continued to try to absorb their insecurities, their ignorance. I tried to smile and be gracious. And at the end of each thing, you had to say, thank you for caring enough about me to be honest with me. And it was brutal. But I have to tell you, it was also enlightening for me, because I think I was put on earth to help teach about these kinds of things. And in day-to-day life, I encounter this one person at a time, so it's a lot easier to handle. But yesterday, it was one after another, after another. And I understand that it says more about them than it does about me. So I just absorbed all of that. And as the day went on, there was other things that we had to interact in. And people started to come up to me slowly during the day and on into the evening with their guilt and wanting to clear their conscience and to apologize and ask for forgiveness. And I had no hard feelings towards them, because I knew that most of the things they said were either out of fear or confusion. They didn't understand. They couldn't figure it out. I made them feel uncomfortable. Actually, one lady even said, She thought I looked like I might be someone who came out of prison because she only saw people like me in situations like that. Little do they know, and some don't care, that I've always been extremely successful in my life, my relationships. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I have my ups and downs, but they didn't even care about knowing any of that. But as they got to know me over the day, they felt guilty and they wanted to clear their conscience. So they would want to come up and say, can I have a hug? Can I apologize? I'm so sorry I judged you like that. And while it was brutal, the one thing that I kept, for me, the one thing that I kept thinking, and the reason I'm going back today, is because I realize now, all of you people, all of the young people, all the people that go through this every day, this has been an invaluable lesson for me. I hear about it all the time, how people are treated, but I never was really that person. Well, yesterday I was that person, and I know how you feel, but I feel that there's change coming in the world, because that's why the program that I'm in, it's a very large program, and it's teaching people. And yesterday I was a big part of a lot of people's lesson, and while it was very painful, what kept me going is every one of you that's being abused in any way, every one of you that has to go to school and go through that for whatever reason. It's not just about trans, it's about bullying. You're overweight, maybe you've got a deformity, or got a disability, or anything that subjects you to that kind of treatment. I pray for the people that do these things to you, because yesterday it was brutal. That's the only word to say it. But you know what? The world is changing. I pray that the world is changing through these programs. I want to thank a really dear friend of mine, Lovely, for having me go and experience this. I love you. I know your intentions are good. But that's all I've got. I just wanted to share that with you today, because it was a profound experience for me. And there's really no way to even describe it until you live it. So the next time you have something really harsh, think to say to someone, or passing judgment, think about your words. Your words can be just so profound and enlightening or damaging. Just take the high road. Every single person out there is a human being. You know, it doesn't matter if they're transgender or bisexual or black or Hispanic, or it makes no difference. Every single person is a human being. That's all I've got for today. Talk to you soon, guys. I love you all. Bye-bye.